what's up, y'all? Duke CT here. And if you haven't known, the link will be in the description, that Bret Hart signed a short-term deal with the WWE. Now, my thoughts on this is, if you want to disagree, video response, comment, or email me, or press PM me, what have you. But I mean, you can look at the link and see for yourself. But I'm really just sick of it, you know. I'm sick of the past, you know. I love Bret Hart. I love all these guys. I love what he did for the business. But I think it's time that we just move on. In fact, he's going to agree to do the storyline about the Montreal Screwjob. Isn't that just great? So instead of doing a hackneyed, stupid thing what Punk and Undertaker and Teddy Long did in Canada, we're just going to revert to that all over again. Whoop-de-freaking-do. You know, this is the reason why wrestling will never ever get over itself. And another reason why UFC and MMA as a whole just keep laughing. He just keeps laughing on its way to the bank. Because we, pro wrestling fans and pro wrestling as a whole, just can't let go of the past. We see the great things that they're doing in the past, but yet they're not adjusting for the future. It frustrates me. I mean, why keep going to the same well over and over again? Because y'all gonna be excited. Y'all gonna see Bret Hart again and everything else. And no, this is not an endorsement for TNA as well, because they signed up with Hogan, so they're doing it well in the past too. But I mean, what other organization, pro wrestling organization, is actually doing something new and different besides Ring of Honor and Dragon Gate and the Indies and everything else? This is why I'm very frustrated at these companies. That, you know, there's no one pushing the envelope. There's no one, I mean no one, doing anything revolutionary. Nothing is happening. It's like going back in the past when things were great. It's like someone doing that. It's like someone doing the Attitude Era, instead of pushing Stone Cold or doing anything new revolutionary like the NWO, DX, Stone Cold, this, that, and the other. They just went back to the 80s and did like, I don't know, went back and called Terry Funk, or, no, that's a bad example. They're calling the Von Erichs, or calling Dusty Rhodes, or calling these guys to do shows and do old programs over and over again. Calling back the Four Horsemen and do that crap all over and over again. And yes, I know they did that in '98, but that was a part of the whole NWO thing. Something new and revolutionary at the time. Where is the new revolutionary things in the WWE? What, Sheamus? The guy who just comes in with no heat, no nothing, and I mean just a barely recognizable guy, and he just gets to the top of the mountain just because he's Triple H's workout buddy? And maybe not. Maybe he did work his way up. But honestly, when you have guys like MVP, Miz, Jack Swagger, you know, and the list, and CM Punk, these guys getting constantly screwed over, there's something wrong with that picture. TNA is no different. TNA should have been on top of this stuff a long time ago. They should have been pushing AJ, Daniels, all these guys a long time ago. Part of the reason you say you can blame Russo you want, but honestly the main faux pas, the main problem there was Jeff Jarrett. Jeff, who thinks he's Ric Flair Jarrett, who just completely pushed himself away, trying to become like Ric Flair, trying to be the same mode of Triple H, trying to sniff at his trying to sniff a piece, or go a little piece like for Ric Flair, just a tiny bit, but not even close. They're not even close, either or, both of them. It's frustrating that we have to continually watch the old, decrepit wrestlers go back to perform their old glory, and yet the young guys, the good guys, the young guys who actually are working out, putting in the 9 to 5, doing the hard work, get constantly screwed. You know, it is sad. And of course, we could add Bret Hart to this thing. He's gonna do the Shawn Michaels and everything else, and Shawn Michaels, this whole Montreal screw job, this, that, and the other. And of course, it gets some mild success, and everybody in the IWC will go crazy, yay, and all this stuff. But when is the next Bret Hart? Where's the next Shawn Michaels? Where are these guys? And why aren't they getting a fraction of what these guys are type of importance? Where's the next guys up in WWE? I can't count Sheamus because he's just going to become mutant, just become mutant and irrelevant in like 2 or 3 months. Kofi Kingston, he's just still doing. I'm waiting for WWE to drop the ball on him because they have done so far. And the WWE, we've seen this before, folks. Back in 2004, who were the only 2 guys pushed? Cena and Orton. Rest, Benjamin, Charlie Haas, Chris Masters, Carlito, the list goes on and on. The rest were just forgotten. And until we do something about, until the WWE and all these guys do something about this, it's just frustrating. It's just they just keep going back to the old well and just doing the same old crap over and over again. And until the WWE, they have to realize that they can't do this anymore. TNA has to realize they can't do that anymore. And I'm really hoping that companies like Ring of Honor or Dragon Gate or someone picks up the torch and says, we are not just depending on the old guard anymore. We're not depending on these guys anymore. That's one of my main frustrations that Ring of Honor is. I mean, they have a great product, but their marketing team is probably the worst ever. I mean, they're not doing. I honestly think TNA. You may have your faults with TNA, and I have them as well. And I just said in this video, but their marketing department is years beyond what Ring of Honor is doing. What are they doing besides going on Monday nights and getting the talent pilfered by WWE? Nothing. And their product is probably the best in-ring product around. But when are they going to start doing some things and not doing these stupid taping schedules or doing this, that, and the other? And start saying, we're different, we're better than both of these companies. When are they going to start saying, we're not depending on Bret Hart. We're not depending on Shawn Michaels, DX, and we're not depending on Hogan. We're not depending on these guys. We're depending on these guys here in Ring of Honor. We are depending on these guys. That's all I gotta say, because I don't really see any type of. I mean, it's just the same old. All around the world, it's the same song. It's the same song and dance. The old guys are just doing. They just have no faith in the young guys. The WWE, TNA, and all the other stuff. And I know TNA, especially the young guys, I'm just constantly optimistic. Because I want somebody, a company out there, somewhere, that could just say, here, this is our company. We're doing new things with this company. This is our stars. These are the people we're going to put our pillars, or anything else. Because WWE, they're not doing it. Dixie T here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. One.